Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and it is about less than a week until my finals, so I'm making this video as a sort of stress reliever, as you could say. So here we have the Tomica Limited Vintage Neo, the new release 25 GTT, and my main concern is I do not know how I'm going to make a 1-minute video for this. Yeah, if you're not familiar what a 1-minute video is, it's a series that I do that I review cars in 1 minute. So if you have no time to watch this full video, you can just watch that. And yeah, that's basically what 1-minute video is. It speaks for itself, and because this has just so much items. So as you can see from the box that I just took off, the box is just a standard, not really standard. I think this is the first time they did a box like this. It has a sort of cut out see-through area for you to see the car, and the box design, yeah, it's like a reflection over here, and the back of here, your typical Tomica instructions over here. And yeah, I just don't know how I'm going to make a 1-minute video for this. So yeah, nothing really exciting on the box. The main thing is the car. So I want you to look at this car. Look at how much you're given, and try to compare that with the F40 I just reviewed. How much do you think this costs? This costs around 150 ringgit. Do you know how cheap that is compared to the F40? I mean, I saw someone selling this for like 106 ringgit. This is like the best buy of 2026, you know. So yeah, you open the box over here, you can see this car that's fitted. It is the R34 25 GTT, not to be mistaken with the GTR, although that is something that I want to bring up later. So as you can see from the car here, let me just zoom in a bit. Side view over here, you can see really nice blue. It comes in a silver version as well. Nice Tomica rims with the Tomica brake calipers, a grayed out disc with no paint on it. The rear side over here, you can see they even made like the sort of an attempt at the sort of chassis of the car. They have the sort of linings for the chassis. I think that's what it's supposed to be. And you have these two huge pins for the rear bumpers. The exhaust is a separate piece from the car, so you don't really have to modify it anymore. And you can see over here it has the GTT emblem and the sort of side signals. The side mirror is really sturdy. The car does roll quite well, which I'll show you later. You can see from here the rear side. You can see the tail lights over here, really nice detail. It's not just like two red dots. It has the inner orange dot to signalize the signal lights. Over to the side here, it's the same thing, but I'm going to focus more on the trimmings. You can see the aggressive lining over here with the sort of door trims over here, door trimming over here, and the door handle over here. And you can even see this, this silver dot over here, meant to be like the keyhole for it. Interior wise, you can see the car is two-seater, and it is sort of semi-painted with the wheels, the steering wheel being painted like a sort of silverish color, and the inner side of the seating being painted in a grayish color. Front view over here, you can see, although it is a bit of a shame that they didn't paint the radiator. I understand that it's to save costs, but yeah, it's gonna get covered up anyways by the front bumper that I'm going to show you later. But it'll be really nice if they did paint it. But yeah, it makes it easier for us custom people to paint it. I mean, not us, sorry, I'm not a custom person. I tried customing it once and it went horribly. On the side over here, you can see the sort of gearbox over here and the connection of the exhaust pipe to the engine bay. And then you have the sort of fuel tank, I assume. I'm not too sure. Yeah, how it rolls, let me just show you. Rolls really well. Not much creaking at the wheels. So let's get to the main part of this casting, the extra parts you get. So you can see these extra parts over here. You get two spoilers, two front bumpers and two rear bumpers. So the first part over here you can see is this, my personal favorite bumper for this car. It's a much more sporty version of the more stock version of this. Yeah, you can see there's two versions over here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make a 1-minute video. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you just get so much for that cost, you know. So I'm gonna put it on over here. As you can see, it slots in perfectly. Does it fall off easily? Yep, it falls off really easily, so that's one of the downsides of this. So you're gonna want to really keep your eye on it if you're bringing it out to play or something, which I assume you won't be doing. So let's put on the rear bumper. You can see the rear bumper. Let me just place this over here. The rear bumper over here, we have the sort of more aggressive styling and the more stock styling over here. Hold on, it's quite hard to take out. The stock version of the rear bumper. You can see that this one over here seems more wide, more lower and more aggressive, while the other one just seems stock, so I'm going to put the more aggressive one on it. I'm not sure what the exact body kit name of it is, but I'm pretty sure they say it on the box. So yeah, I can slot it in, although since this is a sort of like a thicker, what's it called, a thicker pin, so it does slot in like really fit, and but the downside of it is it's probably going to be really hard to take out, so that's a real big downside of it. And the next one I'm going to take out is the front bumper. So as you can see, the front bumper over here, we have the sort of normal GTT styling and the more aggressive sort of like, I'm going to take a look at the box. Hold on. So you actually have the this version and this version. They say the name. Oh, is it like this is the GTT version and this is the normal R34 version? I'm not too sure, just the GT version maybe. Which brings me to my point that I was going to say just now. I really wish they would make like a GTR body kit for this car, because you know, like the number one, I mean not number one, I'm not too sure about the statistics, but the most popular one, it's definitely converting a GTT R34 to a GTR. So it'll be really nice if they made like a GT, they gave like the GTR body panels for this car. But I know but of course Tomica, they don't really do that kind of stuff. So you can see the fitting of it is quite nice as well. When you slot it in, you can't really see, is because it slots right underneath it, so it looks like very seamless. Let me just put on the spoiler again. And the fitting over here, rear side, of course you really have to push it in, which I don't want to do because it's going to be super hard to take out later. And here is the complete product, the assembled product over here. So the only critique I have for this is the spoiler part. It falls off really easily. And other than that, this car just gets flying colors. You know, it's so new and such a nice concept. I mean, it's not a new concept, but it's the first time Tomica did it, and it's one of the first ones of the modular diecast car that's more on the high detailed side, because we get these modular diecast cars with Majora as well, but you know, theirs are like really bulky and all that. It looks like more like a white body kit rather than a sort of body panel swap. So this is just really nice. So overall, I would rate this like a 10 out of 10, my first 10 out of 10 model. It's just such a nice model. So yeah, go get yourself one before you just never find them anymore. But of course, Tomica, they don't really run out. They're not a mini GT. So I'll see you guys in the next video.